Good morning. Good morning. Hi. July 1st. I can hardly believe it. How quickly time goes. We've now exited the month of the Black Madonna in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple. Hi, Amber. And hi there, YouTube. Hi there, Facebook. And we today move into the month of Baba Yaga. So Baba Yaga has a very interesting history insofar as when we call her Baba Yaga, we're not actually referring to a goddess. We're actually referring to a folkloric figure popular in Russian myth. But this folkloric figure does have a root in an actual goddess. And those actual goddesses are Pan-Slavic, the mother of life, death, and rebirth. So she is the guardian of the mysteries of birth, of death, and of survival. She is also a mother of magic, queen of witchcraft, namely the kind of midwifery, herbalism, potions, creation of charms, protection, talisman. So the Baba Yaga is a fearsome figure in folklore. In the stories, she's often depicted as eating children and being really scary. But if you really think about it, it behooves a goddess of magic for people to think she's a little scary, particularly if she's a goddess of protective magic, apotropaic magic, and talismanic magic. Because if you are a woman in Poland, Russia, Latvia, any number of places in the Middle Ages, let's say, your husband goes out after work and gets drunk and comes home and beats you, you need to be able to bring a charm into the house that will prevent him from doing that and that will scare him so that he won't do that. It's not only about creating a secret magic that you hide away. That can be very powerful. Creating a secret magic that you hide away in a particular place, only you know about it, that strengthens you. But my friend Ava Parks says, let him see you roll the bones. Bring your magic, your talisman, your chicken foot, your little tied together bundle of twigs. Place it somewhere prominent. And when he asks about it, you say, oh, that's for protection. In that scenario, you let the magic be seen. Oh, I went to see the Baba. And we want her to be scary. We want her to be fearsome. But it's not only that she's scary, like in myth, she's actually scary. And that part's important too. Baba Yaga is actually scary. Why is she actually scary? Because we will meet her. And she knows it, and we know it. At a certain day in our lives, we will meet her. And she already knows that day. And so until that day comes when we walk through the iron gate between life and death, where we're actually walking through her iron jaws, we can treat her with respect. Baba Yaga in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple, as I mentioned, we work with her under this folkloric name, but in Poland, she's Yeji Baba or Yeji Baba, Vedma Baba, and she's known by other names in other places. And in every one of those places, she's scary. Now, I want to address the little eating of babies thing that they say about her, that she eats babies. You have to think about, again, Slavic countries in prehistory, ancient history, and Middle Ages had a very high infant mortality rate. And that's true everywhere. At a certain point, it was pretty much 50-50 if you gave birth to a baby, if your baby was going to live beyond the age of 4. And that's a sad but true fact of mortality in this world. And so, after I investigated this myth of Baba Yaga eating babies, she, I did a little meditation, sat with her, asked her about it, and I was shown something in that meditation, and it was her saying, I don't eat babies. I eat all of you. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And basically that from the time a baby is born, its days are numbered. And we don't like to think like that. When a baby is born, it's like life, new life, joy. We don't want to think about the fact that from the minute that baby takes its first breath, the last breath is already planned down the line somewhere. It's a grim way of thinking, but it's a very Slavic way of thinking. I'm Polish. I grew up in a very, Slavic dominant household, and that kind of grim acceptance of mortality and life as it is a part of the emotional survival mechanism for Polish people, and I imagine many other Eastern European people. It's cultural. So our chant for Baba Yaga today reflects her ferocity. And the deck we'll be using this month also reflects our ferocity. We're going to be using the Sacred Rebels deck by Alana Fairchild. And let me look and see who did the artwork for this deck. So I always like to name the artist, Autumn Sky Morrison. So Alana Fairchild and Autumn Sky Morrison created the Sacred Rebels Oracle, and that's the deck we're going to be using. The candle that we're using for Baba Yaga this month is a reversible candle. That is a protection candle that takes any negative energy, other people's ugly projections, people's weirdness, cruelty, their neediness, their, whatever it is that grabs onto us and tries to suck down our life force, and it sends that back. That's yours, not mine. So we're going to do that, and we're going to chant this chant. It's a little fierce. Get ready. Crone mother, bone mother, healer, seer, witch, secret keeper, screech owl, mighty wolf bitch, Baba Yaga bright dawn, Baba Yaga red sun, Baba Yaga black midnight, Baba Yaga sky woman, keep me safe within your sight, keep me on the path of right. Crone mother, bone mother, healer, seer, witch, secret keeper, screech owl, mighty wolf bitch, Baba Yaga bright dawn, Baba Yaga red sun, Baba Yaga midnight, Baba Yaga black sky woman, keep me safe within your sight, keep me on the path of right. Last night, yesterday evening, as in a display of my own mortality, I spent the afternoon and evening in the ER. I had a period that was so intense and so bad that I'm just going to say it out loud, passing a lot of blood clots. I was doubled over. I could not get on top of the pain. And I was throwing up for 5 hours without stopping. And so I had to go to the hospital, and they fixed me up, which was really great. But I thought it was very interesting that on the eve of Baba Yaga, I had that reminder. Obviously, it wasn't fatal. I'm fine. And today I feel much better. And this has happened, a few times before. Many women have this kind of difficult cycle as we enter perimenopause and menopause, but definitely something that was like, oh yeah, you want to be a crone? You're going to have to be very, very tough to be a crone. So, our card today, defend to the end the worthwhile. It's nice to see you here, Divinity of Ananda. Paris, I had an ultrasound for that last year. It's not that, as far as I know. Thank you for asking. I don't know what it is, honestly. I'm going to try again. Yes, we are tough. That's right. Thank you. So, defend to the end the worthwhile. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what's real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls or suffocates its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside, for our heart is our key to living an authentic life. What a nice little process from the yesterday's whispering heart to this today. What is in the heart? What is there in the heart once that has been compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive. Stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruth. Even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle, even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than to anything else. And this includes the fear of loss. Actually, it includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path as a sacred warrior. These little steps are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions you might take on your path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, can strengthen the sacred warrior within and prevent shadow from gaining a stronghold. That darkness will be sneaky and intelligent. It will tell you that you don't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, that you're just one person and that you can't make a difference anyway. That shadow will lure you into sleepy ambivalence, and it will dull your light if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight with love and honor to be true to what has meaning, and will never, ever allow it to be cast aside, even when it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humor in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and be free. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are asked to stand strong and to stand your ground. This might be a big emotional journey that feels like a fight for your life. It might be a matter that doesn't seem to hold much importance on the surface. Perhaps you're contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you say it's too much, too impractical, too little. However, what is happening, or soon will be happening, is worthwhile. So hold tight, ask for help. This oracle then there's a reference to another card, gains more significance if you feel intuitively guided to become the sacred warrior of love that you are and to defend to the end all that is worthwhile. What a strong start for this month, sisters. Wow. Go Baba Yaga. And what is it? And that's, yeah, this is what a reading for the moon in Aries today. Thank you, Amber, for pointing that out. Yeah, thank you very much, Margot. And thank you, Kismet. I know I love that too. All right, everybody. So, I mean, the card says it all. Really, Baba Yaga says, stand your ground. You know, Baba Yaga is like that woman who will stand there in front of her little hut in the forest while the bulldozers are coming. Baba Yaga will not move. She will be the one who, when all the men in the village get a wild hair up their asses and decide they're going to bring the torches and try to come, she will stand outside of her house and cast her eye upon them in such a way that they melt away and they do not have the courage to do what they said. And why? Because she says, I remember when I helped your mother give birth to you. I remember when your child was sick and I brought you medicine. I remember when your cow was dying and I did magic and I saved your cow. Do not bring your torches to my home. I was there. I remember. And you will not prevail. You can kill me, and another wise woman will spring up, and you'll need her just as badly. And then what will happen? So today is the day. If somebody is coming at you sideways, if somebody is being sneaky, slinky, gross, predatory, for you to stand up and to say, no, that's inappropriate. No, I will not allow that to happen to me. No, I will not be giving my life force to this in this moment. Because Paris said, we are the sacred warriors. So let's be that today. And that's our short bit, if that's what you were here for. Whew! Strong medicine for today. And I am going to now move into Guan Yin practice, which brings a little bit of water to all this Aries moon fire. Huh? All right, 3 prostrations. I'm moving kind of slowly, so take your time. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention, a person, place, situation, or circumstance that will benefit from today's practice. And I'd like us to hold in our hearts another day all of those who are displaced by the fires now to the north of us and to the south of us. There are multiple fires now burning because the sparks go and the lightning hits another place, and it's really intense right now. There's people now who have actually lost their homes. That started yesterday. They had managed to salvage all of the residential areas up until yesterday or so, and now there are people who have genuinely been entirely displaced from their homes, lost everything. It's devastating. Let's hold them in our hearts. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. Let's do our offerings. Let me take care of my water bowls quickly here. Every day when I empty the water bowls, I put the water in this cup, and then I take that cup out once it's full and pour it over a rock at the foot of a Guanyin statue in my yard and ask for plentiful, abundant snow and rain. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guan Xiyin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Please don't fly into the candle. Please don't. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. "108 recitations now of Namo Guanxi Pusa, calling upon that loving and compassionate heart that we each carry within, and remembering that that love and that compassion is worth defending. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Shi Yin Pusa. And our brief wind horse practice of Tara by Patrul Rinpoche. Lume choksum jidang jitsun ma gyayum pakma drome jintu yi daki sisu palchor nyandraknyam yarnu dadang yarnu dadang yarji soshin du kepar kaje wangtang lungta nyampa soshin chetu gawa lang chije lepe lamdru drowa dang setting neme de dang den jur shi. Through the blessing and power of the unfailing Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, and of Jetsunma, mother of the Buddha's noble Tara, may our lifespan merit prosperity and renown, increase like a waxing moon, like a rising summer lake. Especially may our good fortune, Wangtong and Windhorse, be healed when they weaken, rejoined when interrupted, raised up when sinking down. May whatever we do turn out well, and may good health, long life, peace, and happiness be ours. Lume choksum chidang jitsunma gyayum pakma drome jintu yi daki sisu palchor nyandraknyam yarnu dadang yarji soshin du kepar kaje wangtang lungta nam yampa soshin chetu gawa long chije lekpe lamdu drowa dang sering neme de dang denjur shi. And now 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, remembering that through her peaceful methods, Guan Yin defends all that is worthwhile in this world, from harm, from predation, from trauma. And when those things are unavoidable in the cycles of life, it's not that Guan Yin hasn't done her best to step in and help. It's that sometimes those things are avoidable, these fires, the drought. It's not like Guan Yin is trying to hurt us by not being there. It's that even when these things are going on, she's right there with us. Thank you, Josai. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Divinity of Ananda. Okay, so Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guan Yin in our hearts. Namo Guan Yin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guan Yin, bow to one another, and bow to the inner teacher. And thank you everyone for your prayers and for kindness today as I am coping with this terrible physical thing. And I will be back tomorrow. Bye. Have a good one. Get out there and be brave.